Hey, welcome everyone. Pat Mitchell with TrickTrades here, and today I want to share a couple of trades, do a quick trade recap with you, show you my entries, my exits, the whole shit and shebang. I'm still in a couple positions right now, Amazon and Apple. I'll dissect the trades for you. It's really warm in here, and I got to turn the fans off, or else the sound is really going to suck. So I'm just going to make this pretty quick. So today, TrickTrades chat, couple of main watches here today. Twitter was a main watch. We lacked a little bit of follow through on that earlier on. And then I got entered into Amazon short. That was another one. I missed the long opportunity. Members caught that, but then I simply waited. If you miss that initial entry, don't worry. If you miss a long, wait for the short. If you miss the short, wait for the long. So let's go over the Amazon trade for you. So we'll head into the charts here. So you can see this is Amazon's intraday chart. I am still involved with this one. Here are my entries and exits on the way up. Now keep in mind, I haven't peeled out. You can see now these are puts, so it's going to be opposite from this. So I generally will start in very, very small. I have no problems with that. Give it lots of room and leave bullets in the chamber on the way up. Now, we trade based off of levels, support and resistance, and psychology. It is mainly a psychological reason why these stocks finally pull back when they do, and then that's when you simply hammer it. So if you can follow along, this trade here on Amazon is not a beginner setup. It's not for a newbie. It's more novice to intermediate to professional. Okay, so for the brand new traders out there, this might not make a lot of sense to you. That's fine. Learn from it, retain it, and move on from there. So let's get into it. So as it dipped down, this was a long idea. This is right dead nuts off of a support level that I called out for the long. I missed that because I was involved with Twitter at the time. I was managing the one position, so that's okay. I know that I wanted to get involved with Amazon because the idea on this was to take it up to the gap fill and then let it come on back down, okay? So that's roughly what it did. So as it came in, to hold my attention, I entered in. I started my position short. You can see that here, way early, right? That's fine, that's how I do things. It focuses me. So as it came up, I simply added in, and on every volatile pop, I control. Now I went over this with the TrickTrades mentoring members, and we dissected one of my live trades before I entered, as I entered, and throughout all my position pulling. I show them how I control my P&L. Even with a huge position, what I would consider a pretty big position of over 300 contracts on the SPY, I'm controlling that all the way up. Even though it went against me a little bit, I was only under at a maximum of $850 on P&L negative. That ain't bad at all. I have no problems risking about $1,000. This one definitely went a little bit above that, but it's the overall idea, the bigger picture idea is what I was trading. So as it came up, I simply added and then added pretty nicely here. And then as it comes up, I simply pay myself, okay? You can see how this premium spiked. That's why I took advantage and I paid out a few times right away. And then same here, anytime that premium spikes, that's when I take advantage of it. Now, we'll see what it's going to do. You can see the intraday chart here. It looks pretty good for a breakdown. It just went red on the day, and we'll see if we can get continued movement to the downside. Now you can see I've already locked in about 13,800 bucks on the name. I know that sounds like a lot, and it is. These are Amazon options. For the traders that are new to options trading, stay the fuck away from them. I know this is gonna breed a little bit of FOMO seeing P&L like that and seeing trades like this. Relax, one step at a time. Don't start in on Amazon options. You will get smoked. I know a lot of these guys want you guys to trade them so then you can produce big gains for the room, and then they promote it, and then it's free advertisement. Don't do that. Don't fall for that trap. One step at a time. Start off with lower price premium, lower priced options like Apple, Twitter, AMD, Facebook, those, and then graduate to the more expensive ones like Nvidia, and then you got Tesla and Netflix. And then above that, your next tier up is Amazon and Google, and then so on, okay? That's what you want to do. Take your time. So we'll see what what comes of this. I only have 5 contracts left from the position. Unrealized, still another 3,200 bucks. I'm fine if this comes down. Now for the Apple trade. I know I'm going over this fairly quickly, guys, but it's really warm. It's about 32 degrees Celsius outside, and without fans on, it gets a little warm inside the house here in Costa Rica. So let's go over the Apple trade. Now, I really want to point this out. So you can see my entry here, just a small position, nothing too crazy. You can see one of my exits way late. Again, I was not around for this squeeze. I was away and I was too busy to monitor via mobile. I took a look at it when I was out for breakfast and it was about here. Still not worried about it. I locked in a little bit here. It would have been more, but what I did here is I sized down. Now we were watching a trend line. Now it broke over the trend. Okay, it's right in this area. So this is the trend we were watching, folks. Sorry, these aren't my usual charts. I'm just doing this for continuity here. So let's grab a trend line. And it was roughly this trend, okay? I was risking off of this. This works out to be about a 50-cent risk, okay? This is about a 50-cent risk. That is well within parameters. My first level up to pull profit was right about here, okay? That was a resistance area, and you can see it pulled there. Had I been around, I would have been able to nail the literal top of that. That was part of the trade plan. This is all laid out in TrickTrades chat, by the way. Step-by-step instructions, exactly where to get in, exactly where to get out, what your target should be, what your stop should be, the whole 9. We don't fuck around at TrickTrades. So, could have grabbed that, that's fine. But you see how it popped through trend? Now, I was telling people this looked good, but then it popped. I don't want my members chasing. I told them to simply wait for the pullback. It pulled back to test trend. This is where I entered, right here, and then just waited. My risk was down here, and as soon as it started kind of rolling over right around this area, the market wasn't looking very good. That's why I sized down. Also sizing down because I knew I was not going to be able to monitor this position accordingly, and I set a hard stop. Okay, so setting a hard stop in options can be a little difficult, but I still set it. I have my ways that I can teach you at TrickTrades. If you come join, I'll teach you exactly how to set a hard stop on options. It's a little tricky, but it's definitely doable. So on this here, it really rocketed up, came even into the secondary target here. This is the first, this is roughly the secondary target, and it nailed the targets. It literally nailed the targets to the penny. I just wasn't around. So what do? Do you freak out and do you take off your position? No, you pull some profit, you put some in the bank, and let's see what happens, okay? Because I've had such a good day on the rest of these, like I've already realized over $14,000 on the day. I'm not worried if this one comes back down and goes a little red on me or something. It doesn't matter. Also, before I wrap this up, I want to tell you guys, I know that this can breed FOMO. Let's be real. Okay, and I don't like doing that. That's why I don't like sharing my P&L very often with you guys. Don't get wrapped up in FOMO. It's not about the profit. It's about the trades and the trade ideas. If you focus on that, I promise you're going to be successful. Don't fall for the trap of P&L that you see all these fucking yahoos post on Twitter for their benefit, not for yours. Okay, it's not for transparency. Just remember that. There's always a reason why people do things. I am not a believer in posting your P&L. It is not about the daily gains, okay, the profit and loss on the day. It's about the week, the month, the quarter, the year. That's what it's really about, and remember that. But I wanted to share these with you to show you the potential of options. And if you come trade options with us at TrickTrades, I promise you, you will have results like this. Now you can see being patient is paying off because Apple here is coming back up. So on that note, folks, I'm going to wrap this up. Just wanted to share this with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If you want to become a real trader trading real stocks, come to TrickTrades.com. Adios, folks.